It's Saturday, November 12th, and we're in California Adventure for the festival holidays. And right now we're looking at the tree on Buena Vista Street. And you can also hear that the holiday music has started in the park. And we're going to walk to where the Festival of Holidays is, and we're going to buy a sip and savor and taste some of the flavors being offered this year. This is the main location to get the sip and savor lanyard, and this is basically the line. And also this is one of the photo ops that is here during the Festival of Holidays. And I'm gonna stop and get in line to get a sip and savor. This is the sip and savor pass. It comes with 8 chips. For regular people, it's $59. For key holders, it's $54. Basically, if you're a key holder, you need to use these chits on things that are $7 and above. It comes out to about $6.75 per chit. So if you want to actually get a good deal, you need to be over $7 and over. As far as regular people go, it comes out to $7.37 per chit, which means you've got to get items that are $7.50 and above if you're using a chit. Otherwise, I would just pay cash. For people who like keeping track of everything they've sampled, Disney provides a tasting passport. I don't know, I've never done this. I don't know if you get anything at the end if you sampled everything or not. Like I said, it's not something I do. And now we're gonna start getting in line since it's 10:30 and start sampling. One last thing, on the back of the lanyard, and when you buy a sip and savor, you get a complete menu of everything they're offering and at what locations. These are the restaurants that are offering stuff for the holidays. And then on the other side are all the sip and savor market locations with all the items on there. And now we are off to try some of the food. We just finished ordering everything. One tip is that at any of the marketplace carts, you can order for any of the other marketplace carts, and then you just bring your receipt to the other locations and you get your food. It's a quicker process than waiting in line after line after line, as you can see here. And we've started at Visions of Sugar Plums, where we've gotten the chocolate bourbon flavored tart made with Twix cookie bars. And then we're gonna continue to move on. And this is what the entrance of Cars Land looks like this year for the holidays. You can see the tire wreath. And we're just gonna keep walking on down till we find another cart that we ordered from. Not surprising today, we've got a ton of foot traffic since it's the second day that Festival of Holidays has been going. And I'm pretty sure we had something from Winter Sliders, so we're probably gonna stop here and make a pickup. Yeah, we got the holiday ham slider here. So we're gonna pick that up and add it to our list. The next stop was Holiday Duets, and we're getting the pork belly adobo and the southern mac and cheese here. And the line's a little bit backed up for some reason. A lot of people, I know the pork belly adobo is very popular. It's been a staple for a few years at the Festival of Holidays, and apparently everybody wants it again this year, so gonna have to wait a little bit. The first part of our order, this is the pork belly adobo, which has garlic fried rice with braised pork belly, chicharron pieces, and green onions.
Reach over it.
This is the southern mac and cheese, which is Cajun style mac and cheese with andouille sausage and spiced panko crust. This is the holiday ham slider with cranberry bacon jam and Gruyere cheese on a salt and pepper brioche bun. This is the cherry mango punch, which has cherry syrup, mango, and peach nectars with lemon juice, and it's garnished with a frozen peach, which has kind of been sunk in by the purple Mickey Jingle Bell Glow Cube that you can get for $6. And the last item on this run was the chocolate bourbon flavored tart made with Twix cookie bar pieces, which has layers of caramel and chocolate bourbon flavored mousse made with Twix cookie bar pieces. And that's it. We're going to start digging in. We've just finished up, and now I'm going to rate things. Not surprising, when it comes to most of these festivals, the desserts usually win out, and our favorite out of the four was definitely the chocolate bourbon flavored tart. Had an excellent ratio of filling to crust. The crust was nice and soft without being undercooked, and the chocolate bourbon ganache just was wow. Actually, it was a mousse, sorry, but really spot on as far as the flavoring. You could taste the chocolate, and you could even taste the bourbon in it. The next item was the pork adobo. Pork belly adobo. The garlic fried rice is really flavorful. The problem is the pork belly, it really needs to be seared. There's usually a lot of fat on it, and they need to sear that off. It's kind of disgusting having to chew through all the fat. Basically, the last two items were a bit of a toss-up. They're both kind of marginal in my book. The Southern Fried Mac and Cheese had a nice Cajun flavoring. The andouille sausage, the texture was way off. It was way too soft, and I didn't really like that texturally wise. I did like the panko crust. Gave a nice crunch to the otherwise soft dish. Also, as you can see, there is a lot of grease when it comes to that dish. And the last item, which was in a tie with the Southern Mac and Cheese, was the holiday ham slider. It was a decent amount of ham. I liked the salt and pepper brioche bun. I didn't think the cranberry and bacon jam really went with the ham. It kind of just didn't mix well at all. I think turkey would have been a much better option on the slider than the ham. And that's about it, and we're gonna go grab our last couple items. We decided to stop at Making Spirits Bright because I didn't realize the Mickey Mouse shaped gingerbread cookie was actually in a marketplace cart this year. Usually it's a standalone. So we stopped by and used 2 chits to get 2 of the cookies, and now we're going to continue on. All right, a little disappointing with the Mickey shaped gingerbread cookies. Unfortunately, the prices jumped way up, like $2 per cookie. I believe they were $5.50 last year. Now they're $7.50, and on top of it, they've gotten smaller. I don't think this is any bigger than the Mickey complete shaped ones you would get in the park, and these are going to run you about $1 more than the ones in the park. So this was kind of a disappointment. Flavor-wise, I haven't tasted it yet, but I can tell it's everything's going to be great on it. That's one of the few things that Disney always gets right, is their gingerbread cookies. And this was the last stop for today. It is Favorite Things. We're getting the chicken tikka masala and the Mrs. Claus hot chocolate macaroon. And like I said, the lines and the amount of people here is getting really long. And we're going to try those out and see how they taste. This is the chicken tikka masala with cardamom balsamic rice, lemon raita, cilantro, and garlic naan crumble. And this is the Mrs. Claus hot chocolate macaroon, inspired by the Santa Clauses, which is coming out on Disney Plus. It's a red macaroon filled with chocolate hot cocoa filling and a ganache finished with white chocolate decoration. Okay, finishing up the review, the chicken tikka masala was excellent. There was a good ratio of chicken to rice. I like the crunch from the garlic naan crumble. Provided some good texture to an otherwise soft dish. The flavor of the tikka masala was excellent. Right amount of heat. Really good flavor. The Mrs. Claus hot chocolate or hot cocoa macaroon was excellent as well. The only criticism I would have was the macaroon itself. I think they freeze them, and when they defrost them, it kind of loses structural integrity. My wife actually liked the macaroon, and she's not a macaroon fan, so I guess that speaks a lot to that. And that finishes today's review.